careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make...
Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And his offense is going to be all set up.
Fall back here, get back to the do. 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 Ball like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Blowing a coffee to sleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots, flee. Headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back here, get back. Fall back here, get back. So big, so no, so long as you get really Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once when we like we go back, way back. When it, now we on track, but you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that, lay back. In the back of the Maybach, play that. You see that, I be in the streets like a straight rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Round 80! What's that?
They start the drive with Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the 35-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Shakir hauls it in. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
7 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st down, Bills.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they held him to just a yard.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. And he is going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Cook up the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Cook. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Allen to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Their own 35-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And space tough to come by there, so he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Henry
up the middle. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Jackson going to keep it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Now he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Allen going to throw. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I've established a running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A very solid gain of 27.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Jackson going to keep it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Brought down by Ed Oliver. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Henry again on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Big strides. Look at him go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 63 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Jackson going to keep it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. There to make the stop was John Jenkins.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Motion man is Shakir. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A little juke. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
He's on his way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Draymond Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up. And
look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it down this time to 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Jackson going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. On his loop for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And out across midfield down to the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his numbers a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Looking to throw. Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Another try, second and 10 now.
Brings up second and 10.
Back to throw. Allen. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Here we go. First and goal. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Now Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is caught. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing, Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. Allen. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Khalil Shakir, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Back to throw. Allen. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 40 yards there on the first down carry. Here comes second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Now a handoff to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
180.
Now Jackson. Now a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Throwing. Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Big loss on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
One last shot for Jackson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, you know, if they tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fears. Tried to
Just come outside for the night. Take your time, get your life. Shut it down. The career's more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Up next, it's our main event between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Bails out of the pocket quick. Making the call himself. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's the rookie out of Colorado. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That play made by an all-pro from last season, Marlon Humphrey.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Another one for Cook. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So the choice is made. No 53-yard field goal try. They are going for this first down. On fourth down, Allen. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The drive begins with Henry. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Caught by his fullback behind the line. It's a small gain up to the 38. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earned those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. Well, we've all seen a lot of QBs make some magical plays rolling to the right, buying time before throwing it up, but not this time. As the defense steps in front of that one, probably shouldn't have been thrown.
Yeah, discretion the key in so many of these situations for quarterbacks. Why game management and decision-making is so critical. I love that he escaped the pocket, rolls right, tries to buy time for his guys to help him, but when there is nobody there, you either got to tuck it and run or live to play another day.
First and 10 now from the 46. Again, it's Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback drive power for it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, that's a successful play on 2 fronts. Number 1, you get the first down. And number 2, keep that defense guessing as to who is just going to get the carries.
He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the first. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the second here, the Bills definitely thinking points.
What's that?
Cook trying to throw it up the gut. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the interception into points. It's a James Cook touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Ravens nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
This is Henry on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Jackson now on 3rd. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's on the first.
And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 12. First down, Ravens.
Jackson looking to throw. Right back to Flowers they go. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Forced out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And that draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. His drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Ed Oliver there to make the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones on the mound are really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Christian Benford has it. That last interception gave him a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one, so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense let them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
On first down, Allen. Pulled in by his back. Cook. Short pickup to their own 31. Tackled there by Mike Green.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Now, not much scoring to this point since we've reached our 2-minute warning. Bills with the lead here at Highmark. Second down now. They need 7. Working from the gun. It's Allen. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense
forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
On second down, here's Henry again. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
That's a tight call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens get their first point of this game just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second down, looking for options. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They strike for 23 yards. And the Bills have a first down. All set to go now from the 35. First down throw for Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. Allen to throw. Completed to his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And the score remains knotted 7-all. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Drops it off to Cook. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Up 3rd and
2. Running back sent in motion. Allen on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And they make the stop. I'm going to say at about the 37-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Translatable skills. That's what you call him. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
This is Cook on the handoff. He has room past the 25. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
At the 13-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Looking now from the gun. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take the lead right away in half number 2. Now quickly things can change, partner. The pain for being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. He gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Bass now to kick this away. Rasheen Ali on the return. And he's out a little short of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They get 27 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Another run for Henry. And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Flushed out of the pocket. That's the line. He's going to run for it. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown, and you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Allen setting up to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here.
That's good for a Bills. 1st down.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. It's his running back. He takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
James Cook. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game. 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. To the air again. Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 4th quarter lead. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from the tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7.
21. Ravens 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Going with King Henry here. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
He gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Turning to Henry on third. He pushed for it, but they held strong. Gets it up to the marker, but about a yard away, it looks like. Fourth down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens now trail by just a point in the fourth. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this defense finally set enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Allen. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This is Cook. And he'll make his way through for a pick of a 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No luck on the look to his back. So they're left with 4th down here.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They toss right side to Henry. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Jackson. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Ravens pushing to get within range for a game winner. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down, Ravens.
Here he is to throw. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Has him on the quick hitter. This is very close, but it looks like he's going to be marked. Yep, marked shy of that first down at the 30.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Running once more with Henry. He cuts it back right, and they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard-fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Hey, home. 319. What's that?
He'll look to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. It could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Ravens make the play that should win them this game. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Running this with Henry. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Toss now to Henry. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They run it with King Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of 2. They're left with 4th and 7. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They'll throw it. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Here he goes, one final shot. Need this to force overtime. Deflected! Oh, they couldn't bring it in off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Buffalo.
Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so rugged. So right. It's so rugged. It's so right. It's so right. One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel, what's for breakfast? 5 fingers, give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot, and bars are ready. A Middle Caesars with the extra chetty. Extra style, extra flow. Trip for sale, like 5 below. Yeah, in the club now like I'm Biddy. Counting these notes like a MIDI. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and tell your mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future. Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break truck, stop playing headset. All gas, whole lot of motion. Headbang, whiplash past the moat train. Soft up, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed. Small town boys up next to bat. JVB make it get slapped. It's so rugged. So right. It's so rugged. So right.
Yeah, hey, down with my brothers from another. Even if I wasn't, treat me like a cousin. I'm from California, speak a little southern, cheap about a dozen.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Cook up the gut. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. That's complete to Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Back to the ground, Cook. Down to about the 32.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Allen gonna throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Allen in the offense staying put. They'll go for it on 4th.
319!
Allen. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Joey Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10. They run wide side with Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches, and then you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Jackson. And they'll have it in the crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A toss left. Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run for it, Henry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. He'll try to do it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.